Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of the Buckbuster Podcast, where we talk about everything and everything hockey. I am Jeff, followed by all my co-hosts.
What's up?
What's up?
So how's it going, guys? Look, we're finally in our first week of open weekend of the NHL season.
The NHL season is finally here. Took so long, man. But
I enjoyed it so much this week. It was like,
it was good, yeah, man.
it was so nice.
Already on the emotional roller coaster as a Penguins fan, but you know, shocker.
Well, keep in mind, we won the season opener, we won the home opener, and then we get blown out by the Rangers.
The team that we beat in
The team that we beat in the season opener, yeah, we get.
Come home and get blown up by them, yeah.
Yeah.
Sully's homecoming gave us one to remember, apparently. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Sully.
It was the big old middle finger there.
Yeah.
It's firing me.
But according to, interviews when it did happen, it was a mutual understanding that it was, hey, it's time to part ways. It was better for him to try to get a fresh start. It was better for us as a team to do what we can to avoid the dreaded R word. But even though we are in the middle of it, as much as Kyle Dubas wants to try to avoid using that word and avoid saying that it's happening, it's happening. I don't necessarily think we're going to tank like a lot of people claim we are. Sidney Crosby is not going to let this team tank.
No.
If Sidney Crosby is rostered, this team is not tanking. Which is a lot of speculation why people are saying he might get traded, but I also don't think that's happening.
A lot of people don't realize, it's not just, I think a lot of people don't realize Sid probably has a lot to say behind closed doors.
He has a lot more power than people think he does. He doesn't control if the team tanks or not. The fuck he does.
Yeah. Well, but there was also that...
He hasn't been here for 20 years for no reason.
Well, there was also what I said earlier that Kyle said has been rumored for a while, the whole Malkin trade.
Yeah.
Of him leaving. And I would love to see him retire as a Penguin, but at the same time, I don't know if you guys would know a team that would pick him up as a 1 or 2 year rebuild tool, or...
Much as I fucking hate it, you know what I can see? Florida.
Really?
Replace Barkov. I can see him going back. I can see him going to fucking Florida.
But, rumors suggest that, they're rumors.
I can see Malkin leaving before Crosby. If anybody goes, I think it's going to be Malkin rather than Crosby.
So, what about Letang? Because it's now we talked about two of them.
I don't think anybody's going to want Letang, though. That's the thing.
You don't think? I don't know.
Even after his most recent injury, because he
Yeah,
got
very
hurt
true.
in that second game against the Rangers in the third period, only played the one shift, so...
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
It's... Excuse me. Yeah, out of those three, the first one I think to go would be Malkin. I do think that we're going to do what we can to make sure that these three all stay and all retire as Penguins.
Yeah.
Malkin's looking better than he's ever looked. These first 3 games, he's looked better than he has the last 5 years. He looks really good to start the season right now.
His line on the second line has been really good. These 3 games.
And I have a crazy hot take, but I can see Penguins going deep playoff route. Maybe second, third.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
Very hot. Yeah.
Maybe playoff bound or second round playoffs.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're making playoffs, but we're not going to tank and be as bad as people think we're going to be.
Yeah, we're definitely not winning the cup for another 5 or 6 years.
It's going to be a while before we even in the conversation of winning the cup. It's going to be probably 2-3 years before we're even in the conversation of making it back to the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
But, this team, it's a young, very young team. We have, 3 18-year-olds on the roster right now? With, Brunecki, Kendall, and, who's the third one? There's one more, I can't remember.
Did it start with the beer or was that Brunecki?
That was Brunecki.
Okay, I thought there was 2 of them with the beer.
Brunecki, Kendall, and one other, even, 19, young and, under 21, 19, 20-year-old.
I think he's 19, yeah.
Brunecki is, and then, Kendall's 18. We will get to this in a little bit when I do my milestones, but we just had to, off the bat, shout out to Matthew Schaefer for getting his first career NHL goal last night.
Pickering. Owen Pickering, Harrison, Brunecki, and Sergei.
Pickering, I thought was 21 by now.
So Pickering's 21, Brunecki is 19, and
Kindle's 18.
Marshall is 21.
Mershon, yeah, he's probably our third stringer. Technically, he's still down in Wilkes-Barre right now, but Matthew Schaefer getting his first career goal last night against the Capitals.
Yeah.
Love to see it for him. Congratulations to Matthew.
Was it Ben Kindle you were thinking of? Or did you say Kindle? Ben Kindle 19?
Well, just set the phone down.
I said Kendall.
Okay.
Put the shovel down.
And
so I can pick it up and hit you with it.
Yeah. Dig a hole. Dig a hole.
Speaking of Ben Kendall also got his first career NHL goal last night, but again, we'll get to that here in a little bit. We wanted to obviously shout out our boy Matthew Schaefer first before we did anything else.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of cool. Like, got his first career point in his first game, which was awesome seeing. And obviously, what Kyle said, his first career goal. What was that?
His first point was against the Penguins on this past Thursday night. With an assist to, I think it was a goal by Palmieri, I think, scored the goal. And then he got his first goal last night against the Capitals. Both games ended up being a loss, but so Islanders 0-2. Schaefer having 2 points on
Jonathan Drouin.
Oh yeah, ended up getting a game suspension for a very unnecessary cross-check to the face.
What a dumbass.
It's just an angry little shit for no reason. So Penguins start off the season 2-1. Again, did not think that would happen. Honestly,
Nope.
Thought it would take us 5 or 6 games to even find our rhythm. But first 2 games we looked really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, last night can't say much that we looked very good at all. First good first period from what I heard, and then when we I think Kendall tied it at 1, and then it was just all Rangers from there. They ended up 6-1 final.
6-1 was the final. Yeah. Because, I didn't watch the game. My phone was just blowing up with Rangers goals, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we're at the Otters game, and all of a sudden, it was like, okay, 1-0 at the end of the first, and the Otters' second period ended, I checked my phone, 5-1 Rangers. I was like, where the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
But speaking of the Otters, much we probably don't want to talk about it right now, we suck. I think we might suck.
It's going to be a long season.
2-7, 3-7 right now?
Yeah.
2, yeah. Only had the 1 win at home, which was against London, and 1 win on the road. That one was that one against the Petes?
Yes.
I think it was a shootout against the Petes.
Yeah, that turned out.
So we don't have a regulation win yet.
Long win's a win, so.
Yeah.
Take
them wherever you can get them.
We'll take the 2 points when we can get them, man.
Yeah.
So.
A very, very rough start to this season for the Erie Otters, which is a big factor that we voiced our concerns for at the beginning of this podcast season and the Otter season, is this defense. And that has been a very, very big problem for the Otters.
It really has. Like, there's no one really super experienced up on that blue line, which is unfortunate. Like, that's why we're like, Kyle made the joke, just jokingly, he's like, oh, well, like, am I being really, like, asking Schaefer back? Is that really...
It would be selfish of me to hope that he doesn't do well in the NHL, and then they send him back, and Kyle goes, yes, please.
Yeah, we need Ty Henry to get healthy and come back. We need Matthew Schaefer to be sent down.
We even said this, like, of course, at the end of last season, we were finally starting to grow on Nicholas Holomego and starting to enjoy his play, and now he's gone. We were finally starting to see him, even in the scrimmages and the preseason. We're like, okay, he's looking a lot better, and then he was gone.
I made a joke to another season ticket holder before in the first remission. I was like, I missed Holmego. He's like, are you on drugs? Are you okay? Like, are you at that actual call? I'm like, I know it sounds stupid, but
there's one play where we gave him just a wide open hole and wide open shot, and Clone goes, you know who would have been in front of that puck? Holomego. Like, never thought I'd say that you're right about that, but you're right about that. It's very, very... I mean, we're just young. This defense is so young and so... not even necessarily young, but just so inexperienced, at least in this league. I think we have 1 or 2 that, we came over from college or, that has been in the system for a little bit, but does not have, that much experience at this level. Most experienced one right now is, Lucas Ambrosio? Frazier, and Lucas Ambrosio both split time last year.
I was saying they both came in kind of late, like midway through the
Well,
season.
we drafted Ambrosio last year, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't make his way into the lineup up until probably Schaefer got injured.
yeah.
That's when he kind of ended up filling in that sick defenseman spot.
Yeah, he was technically our 7th defenseman pre-Schaefer injury. Yeah, because obviously we had the McCall signing last year. Unfortunately, we had Davio.
What was our decor last year compared to this year? Last year we had Davio, Frazier, McCall, Schaefer at the beginning, Henry, and Sauter. Sauter's gone. Schaefer's obviously not here right now. McCall's gone. Davio's gone. Holamigo is gone. That was the 6th one. Holamigo's gone. We were just talking about him. It's bad. It's bad.
I don't want to sound desperate and say we should get Davio back, but I know that's really desperate.
Might need it. And I don't think we have won a game since we recorded last, because I think they had just beaten London the night before our last recording.
Yeah.
So we had at
home.
At home. We had beaten them at home the night before the last episode recording, that is. So we're now, 0-4 since then? Or 0-5 since then?
1-5 since
1-5 since then. Actually, we have won one game. We would have beat the Pete's.
Yeah, one in the shootout. Yeah. I said, one thing I kind of overheard talking last night, like this team, one thing the team's gone down is fights. It's just...
We're winning, dude.
We're winning the
three of them last night. We won every single one of them.
And we didn't start them this... That's the only...
I think two of the... one of them was right at the beginning of the game. Royson and his opponent both dropped them pretty much at the same time. And then the next two were both, the instigator, the second, not third man in, but defending your teammate, and both the opposing players, both ended up getting 2-5 and a 10. And then I think it was the third instance, they had the third man in, who also got another 10-minute misconduct because of it. And for being now a 1-win team, Sudbury's a bunch of angry little shits. and the Colts said you would be too if you were fucking 0-7.
Losing Niagara today 4-3.
Did they really?
Sudbury.
That looks so good on us. They're 1-8, and their one win is against us. We need some help, man. So, if you know how to skate and you know how to play defense in hockey, the Otters are looking for a couple players right now.
So you might just have to modify your birth certificate a little bit.
So you're saying if I learn to skate with my big ass, and I can just lay in front of, I can either lay on the ice or lay in front of the net.
Boom!
Like a seal. I'll just let, Colin and I will stack on top of each other and we'll just block the net.
Come here! Get over here! Sit down!
Boom!
You said big loaf on the... Oh, he's just a free agent signing, and so we get Henry back.
That is Bobo's go-to when playing Chell against us. He just goes for hits and boom!
Well,
boom!
I think the one night, I forget, it was one of you three I played, and I had,
127 hits, yeah, fuck you. I had 112 shots on net in that game, and I lost.
I think I heard...
6 of my starting 12 forwards he injured.
I was going to say it was 6 or 7. And it was every time we touched the puck. I mean, I had 80 minutes of penalty minutes, but it was worth it. Every time he touched the puck, I just threw the joystick up, and it was just next thing.
I will never forget those 127 hits and 112 shots, and I lost the game.
And I'd hit him, and that commentator would come through. Oh no, number 82 is hurt, and it would be like 3 people.
I couldn't tell you who the team. I think that might have been even the one time you weren't John Gibson and the Ducks, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I couldn't tell you who the two teams were. I wish I would have taken a picture of the
Well, that's your other kryptonite. Every time I play Kyle as John Gibson and the Anaheim Ducks, he cannot beat me, and I love it.
We might have to test it and see if you'd be the Red Wings and you can still beat me as John Gibson.
Oh, But yeah, that was because while we're talking about hits, that was the other thing I noticed. The Otters were so focused on the checking and that.
Which I love to see. I love to see the amount of physicality that Chris Millette has brought into this team. And obviously, he's not on the ice, but just the coaching style, how well the coaching style has changed when it comes to the physical side of play with this team. Mm-hmm. You didn't see much of that at the beginning half of last season. We had a lot of great goal scoring, and even still the goal scoring continued, but our 3 biggest goal scorers, 3 biggest point getters are now gone as well.
Yeah,
all 3 of them are, 2 of them are overagers.
Well, even in the sport of hockey alone, I mean, being physical is just a part of it. Mm-hmm. It's, you use your leverage, you use your body. If you're able to knock his body whether you knock them off balance, whether you knock them off the puck and you can take and intercept the puck and go the other way. You can go, it doesn't have to be coast to coast. You can go blue line to blue line. You can go red line to blue line, and all of a sudden you might have a breakaway. You have a 2-on-3. You create those opportunities by being physical.
So you don't have to be flexible, though. That's not part of hockey, though.
No,
there were so many instances in just last night's game alone where I noticed we're going, instead of going for the puck, we're skating against the defender, throwing him into the board instead of trying to go for the puck. Many, many times, even battles against the boards, just going in, hitting them instead of trying to jam the puck away. Just there's so many different instances. Just puck control and puck management in general last night was
bad.
Absolutely horrible. Like, this team needs help bad, like very, very bad. I mean, it's defensively at least. Our forward core, it's still the bottom six is very young and inexperienced as well, but they're still doing pretty decent. When Jake Murray got his first goal last night, again, we'll get to that as well. But he scored. He scored last night. I think he scored the third one.
So with the Otters forward core, besides puck handling and being a little less physical, is there anything else really that you guys see that might need improvement on? Whether it's communication, whether it's getting shots on net, whether it's the whole
power
play.
The power play.
But that's just been it's Erie Otters lore at this point. I mean, and like I know we didn't have a good power play during the championship run, but it was still better than what we had.
Even during the championship run, our power play wasn't the best.
Well, that's what I said. It hasn't been better. Like it was
never had a good power play.
It was better then than it is now, but it still never was.
Years past, we've always joked how bad our power play sucks, but realistically, we've only been 12th, 13th, so there were a couple things worse than us. But literally, like statistically, you can't even use technically there's four. No, like statistically, we are like second worst in the league right now when it comes to the power play. Like I said, you literally can't even be like, well, technically there are seven. No, like statistically, we are probably the worst power play in the league right now.
I can look it up.
It's rough. I haven't checked it in a little bit, but I know after the first 2 weeks I looked at it, we were 19th. So it's very bad. But Jeff, if you want to go ahead and jump on into your milestones from the
we're going to go back all the way starting on October 2nd. Giannis Lutz of the Peterborough Petes gets his first career OHL point. James Bertovsky of the Peterborough Petes gets his 100th career OHL point versus Erie. Travis Trevino gets his first career OHL point off of Alex Misiak's first career OHL goal.
We are second from the bottom. Percentage-wise, we are just beating out Flint. We're sitting at a 10-7. They're sitting at a 10-3. We are 3 for 28 on the power play. 3 for 28. 3 for 28, with 3 shorthanded goals given up. Which again we're tied for second worst. The one with the more shorthanded goals against is Saginaw.
Yeah.
So
ranked 20th for power play is the team we just fucking lost to, the Sudbury Wolves. So.
Well, that's I don't know why it's like this. It really should go off percentage, power play percentage, which Sudbury does have a better power play than us.
Yeah,
they really do. Like statistically, so shocker. Windsor's the best power player.
They're what, like 9-1 right now? Dude, they're so good. Odie agrees apparently.
Yeah, and not surprising again, Windsor looks like they have the best PK. I'm sorry, second best PK in the league. Only behind, surprisingly, Oshawa.
Oh, wow.
So.
Alright. Quinn McKenzie of the Sioux Greyhounds gets his first career OHL goal. Majeska Dekoven of the Barrie Colts gets his first career OHL point off of Nicholas Diarcindo against Sioux. October 3rd, Matthew Frost and Alex Camillan of the Kingston Frontenacs get their first career OHL goal. Nolan Snyder of the Kingston Frontenac gets his first career OHL point versus the Oshawa Generals. And then Anthony Timmerman of the Oshawa Generals gets his first career OHL point. Easton Wallace of the Sarnia State gets his first career OHL goal. Alexander Hage of the Niagara Ice Dogs gets his first career OHL assist versus Sarnia. Vladimir Javatsky of the Brampton Steelheads gets his first career OHL goal versus Peterborough. Charlie Murata of the Flint Firebirds gets his first career OHL goal versus London. And then Mikhail, I didn't quite catch who they were playing that night. Mikhail Hapachino of the Guelph Storm gets his first career OHL goal. On October 4th, Sam Roberts and Brady Moran of the Oshawa Generals get their first career OHL point. Hack Swang and Anna Kato of the Oshawa Generals gets their first career OHL goal versus Barrie. Darls Ujensky of the Flint Firebirds gets his first career OHL point for Sarnia, and then Benner Lemons of the Sarnia Sting gets his first career OHL goal versus Flint. Ben Wilmot of the London Knights gets his first career OHL goal versus the Guelph Storm. Caden Harvey of the Windsor Spitfire gets his first career OHL goal, and Joey Casanto of the Windsor Spitfires played in his 200th career OHL game versus the Niagara Ice Dogs. October 5th, with an assist, LA Kings prospect goaltender Carter George of the 0-7 Attack sets a new 0-7 record with 10 points, passing goaltenders Curtis Sanford and Jordan Bennington at 9 points. As Odie's talking in the background. Goaltender Gavin Betts of the Kingston Frontenacs in 27 saves gets his first career OHL shutout in a 1-0 victory versus the Erie Otters. Blake Barnes of the Barrie Colts gets his first career point. Jonah McCormick of the Barrie Colts gets his first career OHL goal versus Niagara. Luke Palmas of the Oshawa Generals gets his first career OHL point for Saginaw. On October 9th, Caden McGregor gets his first career OHL goal versus Kingston. October 10th, Andrew McNeil of the Kitchener Rangers gets his first career OHL goal versus Sioux. October 11th, Jake Murray of the Erie Otters gets his first career OHL goal versus Sudbury. Cam Warren of the North Bay Battalion gets his first career OHL goal. And John Betts of the 0-7 Attack gets his first career OHL goal versus North Bay. And then as today, October 11th, October 11th, this was yesterday, goaltender Owen Leonards of the Sudbury Wolves gets his first career OHL win in a 6-3 win versus the Erie Otters.
Yeah. Cool. We'll take this time right now to do a selfless little plug here, or selfish plug here, if you will. Go check out our YouTube channel. We just released a brand new challenge video of NHL Jeopardy featuring Colin quizzing the three of us. And we will be recording a second one with myself, Kyle, recording quizzing these three. So look out for that one next week. Like we said, we're going to be trying our absolute best to be putting out more content onto the YouTube channel. We're going to try to do flip-flop every week between podcast, video. So what else do we upload the podcast audio to YouTube as well now? So you'll still be seeing 2 uploads, probably about 2 a week, or at least one video upload per week on the YouTube channel. Obviously, still the podcast every other week here on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to our podcast on. Yeah, so go check out our YouTube video for that. And just wanted to give ourselves that little shout out there. All right, it's that time again. Puckdoki time. Colin getting it typed into.
All right, going across for the columns, we got Chicago, Carolina, and Detroit. And for the rows going down, it's Philly, the Sea Gibbers, and 5+ goals in a single playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go take it easy.
Jonathan Toews for the Blackhawks playoffs. Sebastian Aho for Carolina playoffs, and go maybe. No. He would not play playoffs.
Oh, for a specific. Oh, I didn't see that.
So
part.
maybe
So then we'll do.
like a Pavel Datsyuk, maybe.
That's exactly who I was going to type in.
Yep. All right.
Easy.
Right, so Flyers, Blackhawks, Peter Mrazek, yeah.
I don't know how to
I
spell
think it's just Petr. Mrazek. Yeah. Okay. Colin's just doing this himself. Nick Foligno for Chicago, Columbus. Shane Gostisbehere for Philadelphia, Carolina.
No, he wouldn't do CBJ. Well, he could also do Detroit, Philly, as well as Carolina, Philly.
Actually, we do Mark Stahl for Detroit, Philly.
That's right. So we'll do. Who's the last name? Sorry.
Gostisbehere. Gots to be here. These G-O-S-T.
Mr. Gots to be here. And then,
Mark Stahl. He played for Philly, right?
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
We just need Columbus, Carolina, and Columbus, Detroit.
And I carried my weight. Where are you guys at? Step it up. Fuck.
You just did it all yourself.
Columbus, Carolina. I don't think it'd be a goaltender.
I realize now I could have also done Artemi Panarin for both Chicago, Columbus.
Yeah.
So. Butitsky did Anaheim, Toronto. Oh, no, he did.
Philly, Columbus.
Philly, Columbus.
Florida.
Sir, Anderson only did Anaheim, Toronto, Carolina. Which one of the revolving door goaltenders came through Detroit these past couple of years?
I'm trying to think. Like Jonathan Bernier, but I don't think he's played with Columbus. Cam Talbot never played for Columbus.
Your favorite goaltender never played for Columbus?
John Gibson. Ned didn't play for Columbus. Yeah, he played for the other two.
Is there a duck in here, or is it just your chair?
Yes. Columbus, Carolina. I feel like that one should be easy.
I knew those two would probably be the toughest. Is figure out Columbus.
It's just Columbus has only been around for 25 years now, so. Rick Nash, obviously, I never played for Carolina.
Or Detroit.
Rick Nash was just Columbus Rangers, wasn't it?
Columbus Rangers.
Boston.
He played for Boston too?
Boston.
Okay.
For a season, and then injuries started to set in for him. So.
Cam Atkinson never went to Detroit, I don't think.
He was Philly, Columbus,
Tampa.
Voracek was only Philly, Columbus.
Vlad Gavrikov, where did he go? He didn't go to Detroit, did he?
I know he spent a little time in Tampa.
I don't think not Gavrikov. I want to say L.A. I know Columbus and L.A. Where did he? I don't think he signed with either one of them. Where did he sign this offseason? I don't think it was Detroit. I know it wasn't. Carolina. think of like recent acquisitions. Ehlers, which is obviously just Winnipeg and Carolina now. Jordan Stahl is just Pittsburgh, Carolina. Eric Stahl was not Columbus at least.
Monahan's only been Calgary,
I believe so, yeah.
Columbus.
Oh man, it's always we get the first 6 or 7 just fly right through them, and then we struggle with these last 2 every time.
What do you mean? I got the first 5 myself. So eat a dick.
You didn't even give us a second. You just started typing away. You didn't say a word. You just started typing.
So that's it. I've done my fair share. You 3. Well, I don't count. I've done a couple of them, but you guys got to step it up here. So.
I don't know.
So I feel like we can at least get Columbus, Detroit.
Would it be like Cam Atkinson?
No, we just said that.
That's where Bobo just shows up and just looks off into space and doesn't even listen. You try to look around some of the jerseys we got hanging up. Doesn't help at all. The only name we have up is Crosby and...
Crosby, Murray, and Keener. We got Nate Mack there and TJ there, but none of them would work. Should I go through the closet of jerseys? And I have and just start listing off the names.
I'm trying to think of...
Here.
Oh,
ready?
no, not Michael Bunting. He never played for Columbus, I don't think.
Back it up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go through Colin's closet of jerseys here.
Alright. Of NHL players, Connor McDavid, John Marino, Jake Kensel, Rockhard Raquel, Evgeny Malkin, Ryan McDonough, that's a blank, Steven Stamkos, Austin Matthews, Charlie McAvoy, PK Subban, Alex Tuck, that's a blank, Jeremy Roenick, TJ Oshie again. That's all the ones I have named.
Roenick, I don't think would fit anywhere.
He'd fit Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago and Detroit.
Did Roenick not spend? Did he not finish his career in Columbus? Like, I thought I could see Roenick in a Columbus jersey for some reason.
No, he retired before Columbus even.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he
And what
did.
about Marion Gaborik? Where else did he go? I know Columbus. I know LA. Was he another one of those two?
Oh, I know. Damn it, I don't think he's going to work. Because I know
Say
only
it.
Buffalo, Nathan Gerby.
Gerby. Buffalo, Columbus. I know that.
That's why I said I just remembered Columbus.
I don't think he played for
I can't
Columbus.
remember if he were in it. Because he's bounced a couple teams.
Jonathan Quick for Columbus.
Jonathan Drouin.
We were
He's
just
bounced
talking
around. Oh, okay, now
I
he's
don't
bounced
think
around.
it's any one of those though.
Hoso would only fit into Detroit column. Detroit, Chicago. Of course, all the players we have coming up, like thinking of,
I'm
they
trying
haven't
to
paid
think.
for the columns or
I'm
the
trying to
rows.
think goaltender. Like Columbus had a backup for Bob at some point that would have played elsewhere.
Well, what about Steve Mason? I know he was a goaltender. He was a goaltender between, or right around Bob's time, whether it's a little before or after.
Did he? Okay, I don't think he played for Carolina, but he might have played for Detroit at one point.
It's always worth a jab.
Maybe. The other one is maybe Jonathan Bernier, but I don't think he had a stint in Columbus.
Do you have anything to add there, Otis? No? Okay, cool.
Cam Ward would have never been Columbus. I mean, yeah, Steve Mason is the best one we got right now. If we got nothing else, might as well throw a guess out there. For Columbus, Detroit, Steve Mason. I don't think it's right, but it's a shot. No, okay. Is there anybody else we could have put for Carolina, Philly? We could have put Gus's Bear one down. You know Gus Bear played for Columbus? Never mind, I don't think so. He started in Philly.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I can't tell, but yeah, I don't think he ever started in Columbus. Mike Smith. Antti Ranta, maybe?
Both of them are journeyman goaltenders, so.
Antti Ranta would be my last guess for Carolina Columbus.
Let's go for it.
That's about all I got. No, damn. Alright. Who do we miss?
Alright.
Max Domi, Jack Rojlovic. That's about it. Not a lot
Ray
of
Whitney,
big names on there.
Ray Whitney, UC Jokinen, McElhenney, Ian Cole, Ron Hainsey, Riley Nash, Anton Forsberg.
Yeah, those are good.
From his Detroit Sergei
Oh,
Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov.
Oh,
Sam.
dude, Ethan would fucking hate us, dude. We missed Fedorov.
Mike Sillinger.
Gagne, Vanchek, Conklin, Ray
Czar.
Whitney, Czar, yeah.
Alright, let's try to complete the other pyramid then, because we missed that one. Let's see what we got here. Alright. 80 playoff games played in their career. Sidney Crosby. 10-goal season with any team. Malkin.
Get out of my fucking head. I hate how they do the Y in front of these Russian names.
Chris Letang.
It's Chris Letang. Would he have? Has he had a 50 assist season
You
though?
could do Chris the Tank for defenseman.
Oh,
Has he had a 50 assist season though?
No.
Well, what about like Darnell Nurse? Or he's
No, not with that bum.
50. I mean, if he's usually playing in line with McDavid, I mean, there's a chance he's had 50 assists at some point, but I don't know. I'd say Nate Mack, but has he had 80 playoff games yet? And they have had a couple like third round runs, but I mean, and then obviously the cup run. Is that Tanger? I mean, yeah, we really, but has Tanger had a 50 assist season? I'm not positive that he has. Nick Backstrom?
Oh, which one? From the Capitals, which one?
This would be the second one because he just recently retired. Yeah, okay. Okay.
defenseman you can do with a tag.
But again, he had 50 assists in a season.
Oh.
He has to match all the previous four.
EK, because he had that 100-point season a couple years ago
Yeah, he would have had a couple deep playoff runs with
Ottawa.
but nothing since. Oh, so not McCarr, because again, I don't know if he would have played 80 playoff games.
Drew Doughty, because you got to look at the mid-2010s there.
Yeah,
LA, when they were on that tear.
I mean, he's never been huge on points, though. Would he have had a 50-point season?
I don't know. You got to look at his forecourt.
Like, like a Nick Lidstrom? Nick Lidstrom. It's L-I-D.
Oh, could be under.
Yep, okay. Let's get these last two. We have our. Let's see if we can do this without a hint. Let's try to figure this out. We can not use a hint. So we can still have all of them to use. Let's see if we can do this without one. Vancouver and Rangers defenseman. Or even just a Vancouver defenseman to start.
Professor?
Not defenseman.
Quinn Hughes wouldn't. Tyler Myers wouldn't, because he hasn't seen the playoffs since 2012, and he came to the league in 2010.
And then Buffalo went downhill after.
Marcus Pedersen wouldn't be there. He wouldn't have the 80 playoff games played. Nor a 10-goal season. Nor 50+ assists.
Mostly both Sedins were forwards.
Alex Edler.
Maybe.
I mean, although Vancouver didn't really have incredibly deep play, I mean, second round, but then again, they were always going up against.
They had that one cup final.
Yeah, but second round exits because they always
he was around for a while.
Yeah, they always went up against the juggernauts.
I think he was on the Kings for a little bit too.
I don't
wasn't
have to
he?
start talking. It's fine. Go on.
He was on the Kings at one point too, wasn't he?
No, he was always Vancouver.
I thought he moved at one point.
Always supported the blue and white.
But I mean, regardless, I think that could be it. But these are hand. I mean, it's fill in the blank. What the fuck?
That doesn't fucking help us at all. Dave Bob
Dean? When the first good to be a Dean.
Dean, Dave. Wouldn't be like Dave Bolin because it would be B blank B.
Yeah,
I
that's
just think like Dale could be Dick. I mean, somebody that would have played a long time ago. Dave, Dale, Dick, Dean. I don't know, man. I mean, type in Dave B and see what it gives us. See if we can.
Babicek. That's gonna have to be it.
Yeah.
It almost have to be, yeah. Yep. He wants his last one. First one I thought was Mark Messier, but he wasn't a defenseman.
That's why
Because he played for both.
That's
Think
what my
Vancouver
initial
and-
thought was.
He's got another lifeline. It's 50-50. Jeff Brown or Doug? I don't know either one of these
I don't
guys.
know. Neither of them.
Doug Lidster or Jeff Brown? Again, I haven't even heard of either one of these guys. No offense to these guys, they're not going to listen, but... Doug Lister, I guess. I mean,
Oh.
Alright, cool. I have no idea. He was literally the only choice.
Victor Hedman.
We could have done Chris Letang.
Okay. I just wasn't positive he had ever had a 50-point season.
Duncan Keith, Drew Downey, Brent Burns,
Alec McInnes.
John Carlson, Scott Stevens, Roman Yulsey, Sergei Gonchar, Brad Park. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, now on to milestones.
I was right, by the way. Alex Edler did finish his career with the Kings.
Oh.
The 21-22 season and the 22-23 season only had a combined 105 games in those two seasons, but he did finish his career there. Okay. I thought so. So yeah, he would have been there for the cup runs. Or the cup run.
Yeah, like I said, he spent. I mean, I know he only got second round, minus 2011, the second round, because again, you had to go through LA or Chicago during those during those 5
Especially
years.
being in the West, yeah, LA, Chicago, even Detroit too. Detroit was still making conference finals or making deep runs there, the mid to late 2000s every year.
Up until I think 2012, 2013, because Pavel Datsyuk was gone. Oh, the core was gone. The only one who was around was Zetterberg, and when did he retire? 2015,
2019, 2020, something like that.
So like not more recently, but still.
Yeah. All right, move on to milestones in the NHL. Back on October 7th, opening night, Archer Shilovs of the Pittsburgh Penguins recorded his first career NHL shutout, at least regular season. He had one in the playoffs at some point. That his first regular season shutout against the New York Rangers, as well as Coach Dan Muse getting his first win as an NHL head coach. October 8th, Oliver Kapanen of the Montreal Canadiens scored his first career goal against the Maple Leafs. Leon Draisaitl scored his 400th career goal against the Calgary Flames. Matt V. Gryden of the Calgary Flames scored his first career goal against the Oilers. And Jeff Malott of the LA Kings scored his first career goal against the Vegas Golden Knights. On October 9th, Matthew fucking Schaefer recorded his first career point with an assist to Jonathan Drew in goal. And Harrison Bernecki scored his first career goal against the Islanders. And Max Shabanov scored his first career goal against the Penguins, all those in the same game, obviously. Alex Nikishin of the Carolina Hurricanes recorded his first career point with an assist to a Taylor Hall goal. And Beckett Sinecki of the Anaheim Ducks scored his first career goal against the Kraken. On October 11th, Matthew fucking Schaefer scored his first... I just put it in all caps and I had to say it like that. Scored his first career goal against the Washington Capitals. Ben Kindle of the Pittsburgh Penguins scored his first career goal against the New York Rangers. And Noah Luba recorded his first 2 points with assists to both Will Coley and Taylor Radish goals in that same game against the Penguins. Noah Phillip of the Edmonton Oilers scored his first career goal against the Vancouver Canucks. Gavin Brindley of the Colorado Avalanche scored his first career goal against the Dallas Stars. Zach Bouillon of the Minnesota Wild scored his first career goal against the Blue Jackets. Brady Martin of the Nashville Predators recorded his first career point with an assist to a Philip Forsberg goal against the Utah Mammoth. Sam Renzel of the Chicago Blackhawks scored his first career goal against the Montreal Canadiens. Nikita Grabenkin of the Philadelphia Flyers scored his first career point with an assist to a Bobby Brink goal against the Carolina Hurricanes. And Arseny Gritsyuk of the New Jersey Devils recorded his first career point with an assist to a Connor Brown goal against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That is it for NHL milestones. Yeah, this is something that I prepared, or not prepared, but I did, I think literally the day after last recording, so I've been waiting for a while to do this. I was bored at home. I had asked ChatGPT to predict the NHL standings this year. The first time I did it, it just gave me East and Western. It gave me 1 to 16 East to West. And then the second time I did it, I asked specifically by division. So we're going to go over everything. And then what I did is I took all of those and I put them into an NHL 26 playoff simulation and compared its predictions to NHL's predictions to see who each tank is going to win the cup. And then I also went through and I just did a random season sim on NHL 26 and did a playoff from there and see who won from there. So, going to be here a while to discuss everything that happened as Colin just got attacked by the cat. I asked, predict the NHL standings this year. And again, this is the one where it gave me 1 to 16 for the East and West. From 16 to 1 in the West, we got, it says the Arizona Coyotes, so that's how much this thing knows. Arizona Coyotes, Chicago Blackhawks, San Jose Sharks, Anaheim Ducks, Vancouver Canucks, St. Louis Blues, Calgary Flames, and Nashville Predators, all missing the playoffs. Then go to 8 to 1 making the playoffs are the Minnesota Wild, Seattle Kraken, LA Kings, Winnipeg Jets, Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers, Colorado Avalanche, and Vegas Golden Knights. For the Eastern Conference, 16 to 1. So 16 to 9, not making the playoffs. We got the New York Islanders, I think, are going to be dead last. The Philadelphia Flyers, the Detroit Red Wings, Columbus Blue Jackets, Pittsburgh Penguins, Washington Capitals, Buffalo Sabres, and Ottawa Senators. So they think Buffalo Sabres are going to finish better than the Capitals, apparently.
That's kind of why I had a little.
And then 8 to 1 making the playoffs, the Montreal Canadiens, New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins, Tampa Bay Lightning, New York Rangers, Hurricanes, Maple Leafs, and then the Florida Panthers taking the Eastern Conference. So then the playoff projections for that specific run. It would be one Panthers versus the 8 Canadians. Panthers win in 5. The 2 Maple Leafs versus the 7 Devils. The Leafs win in 6. The 3 Hurricanes versus the 6 Bruins. The Hurricanes win in 7.
You know it's ChatGTP when they have Maple Leafs winning in 6.
Oh, we'll get there. The 4 Rangers and the 5 Lightning. The Rangers win in 7. Second round, the Panthers versus the Rangers. Panthers win in 6. Leafs win in 7. Eastern Conference Final.
It's really ChatGTP at its finest.
Eastern Conference Final, the Panthers versus the Maple Leafs. The Panthers win in 6. The Western Conference playoff bracket, the 1 Avalanche versus the 8 Wild. The Avalanche win in 5. The 2 Golden Knights versus the 7 Kraken. The Golden Knights win in 6. The 3 Oilers versus the 6 Kings. Yet again, we got the fucking Oilers versus the Kings. The Oilers take that in 7. The 4 Stars versus the 5 Jets. The Stars win in 6. The second round, the Avalanche versus the Stars. Avalanche get their revenge from last year and take it in 7. Golden Knights versus Oilers. Oilers take it in 6. Western Conference Final is the Avalanche versus the Oilers. They got the Avalanche taking that in 7. The Stanley Cup Final 2026 compared to the standings predictions from ChatGPT. The Florida Panthers versus the Colorado Avalanche, with the Colorado Avalanche taking it in 6 games, predicting the Conn Smythe winner to be Cale Makar. And they also gave me trophy predictions. Connor McDavid winning the Hart Trophy, shocker. The Art Ross Trophy, Connor McDavid. The Rocket Richard, Austin Matthews. The Norris, Cale Makar. The Vezina, Igor Shesterkin. The Calder, apparently Maxim Brady's going to win it again. The Selke Trophy is going to go to Alex Barkov. The Lady Bing is going to go to Jack Hughes. And the Jack Adams is going to go to Spencer Carberry. Okay, then I went on and did... Actually, no, we'll go to the NHL sim of that exact scenario. Which I believe was this first one, yeah. Okay. Let me just double check that that's the same one. Panthers, Canadians, and then Leafs. Okay, yeah, I had the right one. So, using those specific standings, I put that into a playoff sim in NHL 26. This one also said the Panthers over the Canadians, the Leafs. No, this one said NHL said the Devils over the Leafs, so the NHL 26 predicts the Leafs a first round exit. The Bruins,
because NHL actually knows how the teams play. The ChatGTP doesn't.
The Bruins over the Hurricanes, and the Rangers over the Lightning. And then the Devils over the Panthers, the Bruins over the Rangers, and this NHL 26 sim, based on those standings, has the New Jersey Devils going to the Stanley Cup Final. In the West, it has the Avalanche sweeping the Wild, the Golden Knights beating the Kraken in 7, the Kings beating the Oilers in 6, the Stars taking down the Jets in 6, the Avalanche beating the Golden Knights in 5, the Stars beating the Kings in 5, the Avalanche beating the Stars in 7. So both the ChatGPT and NHL think Colorado's going to the Cup Final, and the NHL 26 sim also agrees that the Colorado Avalanche are going to win the Stanley Cup. But they have them sweeping the New Jersey Devils. We'll jump back. This one I just simmed a NHL season, and then we'll jump back and do the division standings from ChatGPT. This one I just went in, I simmed a whole season on NHL 26 just to see what it thought. So let's start in the Pacific. From 1 to 8, it has the Flames, the Canucks, the Golden Knights, and the Kraken, with the Kings and Oilers missing the playoffs, and then 7 and 8 are the Ducks and Sharks, respectively. Which I believe, apparently the Calgary Flames are going to win the President's Trophy. The 110 points.
Yeah, that game's definitely on drugs.
The Central Division, the Jets, Predators, Mammoth, and Avalanche from 1 to 4 making the playoffs. Missing the playoffs are the Stars and the Wild, and then 7 and 8 Blackhawks and Blues. The Atlantic, they got the Maple Leafs winning the Atlantic Division. Then the Panthers, Red Wings, and Bruins finishing out the playoff spots, with 5 to 8 being Canadians, Senators, Sabres, and the Lightning finishing dead last in the Atlantic Division, apparently. And then the Metropolitan Division, making the playoffs from 1 to 4, the Hurricanes, the Rangers, the Islanders, and the Capitals. And then 5 to 8, the Flyers, the Devils, the Blue Jackets, and then the Penguins in dead last in the Metropolitan, according to NHL 26. Makes the playoff matchups in the Eastern Conference being the Rangers versus the Islanders. Rangers take it in 5. The Capitals and Hurricanes. Capitals take it in 7. The Red Wings and the Panthers. The Red Wings upset the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions in 7 games. And then the Leafs and Bruins. Leafs take it in 5, apparently. You got the Capitals and the Rangers. Capitals win in 6. You got the Leafs and the Red Wings. The Leafs win in 5. So it's twice now we have the Leafs go to the conference final, apparently. But their reign again comes to the end of the conference final, losing in 6 to the Capitals. The Western Conference, we got the Predators and the Mammoth. The Predators taking it in 5. The Jets and the Avalanche, with the Avalanche taking it in 6. The Golden Knights and the Canucks, with the Golden Knights sweeping. And then the Flames and the Kraken, with the Flames taking it in 6. We got semifinals, the Predators and the Jets, with the Preds taking it in 7. The Flames and Golden Knights, with the Flames taking it in 7. And then in the conference final in the West, we got the Flames and the Predators, with the Flames taking it to the Stanley Cup final against the Washington Capitals. NHL 26 thinks the Calgary Flames are going to win the Stanley Cup in 2026, beating the Capitals in 5 games. And so now this here was the divisional standings according to ChatGPT. We'll start with the Pacific, like we usually do when we do our predictions. From 8 to 1, the Sharks, the Flames, the Kraken, and the Ducks. So now we're actually starting to get somewhere. We're actually starting to look kind of normal. And 4 to 1, the Canucks, Oilers, Kings, and Golden Knights. Okay, we're actually looking pretty good now. So moving on to the Central Division. This is where we fucked up, the Arizona Coyotes. The Chicago Blackhawks, the Predators, and the Blues. And then 4 to 1, the Wild, Jets, Avalanche, and Stars taking that division. The Atlantic. It's got the Canadiens going all the way back down to the bottom in 8. Then the Senators, Red Wings, and Sabres. And we got the Bruins, Maple Leafs, Lightning, and it thinks the Panthers are going to take the division again. Then in the Metro, we got the Islanders, the Flyers, the Blue Jackets, the Penguins, and the 5. And then the Rangers, Devils, Hurricanes, and Capitals. So honestly, not completely horrible. Not completely horrible. Eastern Conference playoffs. The first seeded Panthers taking on the second wildcard Bruins. Florida wins in 6. The second seed Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the third seeded Toronto Maple Leafs. Tampa wins it in 7. Shocker. Maple Leafs losing round 1 in Game 7.
At home.
The first seed in the Metro, the Capitals taking on the first wild card New York Rangers. Rangers upset in 7. It literally says Rangers upset in 7. Then the Hurricanes versus the Devils, with the Hurricanes winning in 6. And then round 2, we'd have the Battle of Florida in round 2. Oh, that would be a show. That would be fun to watch. That in round 2. Oh man.
If the preseason was like the way it was,
then
this one
we got an entertainment.
We've seen it in round 1 before, but seeing it in round 2 would be something else.
round
This
3.
has Florida in 6, and then Rangers Carolina in 7. And this ChatGPT also thinks that the Florida Panthers are going to the Cup final again, beating Carolina in 6 games. The Western Conference.
Poor Carolina. Well, at least they won 2 games.
At least they won some games this time, yeah. The the Western Conference playoffs. The Central Division winners, the Dallas Stars, taking on the Minnesota Wild, where Dallas win in 5. The Avalanche versus the Jets. Colorado wins in 7. The Golden Knights and the Canucks, where the Vegas wins in 6. And the Kings and Oilers, or not really an upset, but the lower seeded Oilers take that in 7. In round 2, we got the Stars versus the Avs, with Dallas winning in 7. In parentheses, apparently it's going to be a classic series, according to this. And then Vegas versus Edmonton. Vegas takes it in 6. And this ChatGPT prediction has the Dallas Stars and Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference Final, with the Dallas Stars winning in 7, going to the Cup Final. So, Stanley Cup Final 2026, Florida Panthers versus the Dallas Stars. They also predict that the Florida Panthers are going to three-peat and win in 6 games.
Wow.
But yeah, so of course I took those standings and threw those into a playoff simulation as well. So we have the Bruins and the Panthers in NHL 26. NHL 26 thinks that the Panthers are done in the first round. The Bruins are going to bounce them. The Canucks and Maple Leafs, or the Lightning and Maple Leafs. NHL 26 don't like the Leafs because they're losing in 5 in the first round. The Capitals and Rangers. Capitals win in 5. Hurricanes and Devils. Hurricanes win in 5. The Florida, oh my god, I can't even speak. Tampa and Boston. Tampa wins in 7. Carolina, Washington. Carolina wins in 6. This has Tampa Bay going back to the Stanley Cup Final, sweeping the Hurricanes in the 3rd round. So that's probably the most accurate. That's probably the most accurate thing we've seen so far.
So the Canes don't get
Poor
along
Hurricanes,
with the Florida.
man.
Can't get along with the Florida teams.
Right, in the West we got the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild with the Stars winning in 6. The Avs and the Jets with the Avs winning in 5. The Canucks and Golden Knights with the Canucks taking them down in 6. The Kings and Oilers with the Kings taking down the Oilers in 6. The Avs and Stars with the Avs moving on in 6. The Canucks and Kings, they have the Canucks going to the conference final against the Avalanche. And NHL 26, based on those standings, has a rematch between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Final. This one having Tampa Bay get their revenge in a 5-game series. So yeah, that was a lot. I had a lot of fun putting doing all of that between the predictions and then setting it up in NHL, simming everything. So when you do just a plain playoff mode sim in NHL 26, you have to really go through game by game and sim games. And so I had to do that for all 70, 80 games altogether that were played in the playoffs. I had to click, sim. In those 7-game series, I'm sim. So yeah, I thought that was something fun that I put together there, and we'll see how accurate those are. Maybe I'll have to hold on to those pictures, and we'll visit at the end of the season and see how accurate it actually was. All right, just a couple other pieces of news to go over that happened since our last recording. Connor McDavid re-signing or extending his contract by 2 more years for only $12.5 million.
Cap friendly.
Yeah.
Cap friendly. That tells you how much he believes in that franchise and that team, and
How dedicated he is to being a champion, not just in it for the money. Kaprizov, excuse me. Did I say that?
Oh, you have a little something rushing down your throat.
What's funny about McDavid because it was obviously the biggest top.
So dumb.
It was funny.
Don't hate me because you.
What's funny about McDavid was during the home opener, that was the biggest talk was McDavid's extent for Edmonton's home opener. They went literally. ESPN went back and went through all the injuries with McDavid since drafted they're he wants to win here, he wants to bring a championship, just win. Mm-hmm. And then they compare his contract to Kaprizov, so I'm McDavid's very dedicated to
yeah, it's great. I mean, Kaprizov signed for $17 million.
Yeah, which is the highest paid
NHL player in history.
Which
I was talking about that with a coworker at work who's a coworker at work. A buddy that I work with. I was like, dude, if Kaprizov's signing for $17 million, how much do you think McDavid's going to get? 20? And literally a couple days later, 12.5. He's taking a pay cut because he wants to bring in some help. And who do they waste it on? They signed Jake Wallman to a $7 million contract. Are you? No, that's for you to waste it on Jake fucking Wallman. If I was McDavid, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I was McDavid right now. Also, Jack Eichel signing an 8-year extension to stay in Vegas Golden Knights worth $108 million. That'd be, $13 million a year?
I was going to say, going back to the Kaprizov thing, I sent a picture in the group chat a couple of days ago after everything was said and done. And even with Kaprizov making that $17 million a freaking year, it's still nothing compared to the other 3 big sports in America. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Dak Prescott, $60 million a year for the NFL. He's the highest paid player. Then you got I don't even know who that is, but for the NBA, it's like $62 million a year. And then that one guy, I'm not even trying to pronounce his name. The one guy who signed it with the Dodgers for
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to pronounce that name. $70 million a year. And I get the MLB doesn't have a salary cap, and I know I'm going to go off on a little side rant here. I get the MLB doesn't have a salary cap. I know they don't because they still want to play 162 games a freaking year. But I'm sorry, that's stupid. Nobody should be getting paid $70 million a year just to play fucking catch.
If it's anybody, I think Shohei does deserve it because he pitches and he bats. Like he does everything. He's a pitcher and he's a DH. Like he does everything. Like
I get it. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Good players do deserve
$70 million.
Yeah, good players do get deserve to get paid well and be comfortable. But
and I know baseball is in talks and rumors about finally at least making a salary floor where you have to spend money. There are a lot of teams that aren't doing that. The Pirates.
Embarrassing.
And a lot of teams that it's still going to kind of be unfair for some of the smaller markets. The Pirates. And for some of the bigger markets that can afford to spend money, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets,
the Red Sox.
The Red Sox are even up there now. Yeah, I think they need to make a salary cap to where, hey, you can't be spending this much money. Let the smaller markets, the Pirates, to be able to afford.
Well, it's not just it's all small market teams. You got the Twin Cities as a small market team. You got Detroit, Cleveland. I know Buffalo doesn't have a major league team, but I know if they were to ever get a major league team, they're a small market. Pittsburgh, Washington is a mid-city market, but it's bullshit. You see, cities like Boston, New York, Houston, any one of the California teams, any one of those teams can spend the money because they have the fucking budget. They have the fucking, and it's annoying. Again, all of us are fans of small market teams. Obviously different teams, but they're both Cleveland and Pittsburgh are smaller markets, so it's tough.
Here's a list of, we're getting a little bit off topic here, but let's get a couple extra minutes content in here. The top 4 teams in baseball all have a payroll of over $200 million. The Yankees in 4th at $202 million. The Braves in 3rd at $213 million. The Mets in 2nd at $228 million. And then the LA Dodgers at $240 million. Let's go to the bottom 4, shall we? Pirates. The bottom 4. 27, the Cleveland Guardians.
Indians.
The $42.3 million. The Pittsburgh Pirates at $31.1 million. The Baltimore Orioles at $24.9 million. And the Miami Marlins at $22.3 million. So there are 11 teams, entire payrolls, that are less than Shohei Ohtani's yearly salary. Their entire team's payroll is worth less than 1 year of Shohei Ohtani's contract. That is absolutely ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It is unbelievable. Something needs to be done about it, man. I know we're not a baseball podcast at all, but something needs to be done there, man. The only sport that doesn't have a pay, a salary cap. Something needs to happen, And, again, also the only one that doesn't have a salary floor either. Something needs to happen. It's bad.
Then you get the argument of some fans, some players. But then you can't play up, and they think that you can't. That's good.
But now I have to go play for the Pirates. Good. We need some players. Come help us out a little bit.
Oh, too bad. You have to go to a small.
I can't wait for us to go fucking sign another 39-year-old center fielder that's going to play 80 games and then get traded at the deadline. Oh, I can't fucking wait. God damn. Oh, okay. Before I get any more heated, let's end this. Let's end this on a bad note, shall we? So, yeah, I don't think we have anything else to really discuss. I don't think we missed any other contract signings. Yeah, let's keep talking contracts and get more pissed off. But I think that is going to do for this week's episode of the Buckbuster Podcast for episode 3 of season 6.
Has it only been 3 weeks?
It's only been 3 episodes now, yeah. I think because we've been doing more YouTube, so we're kind of getting confused on how much we've actually
Yeah.
done now. So
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't keep fucking track of this anymore.
yeah, honestly, I don't even know how much longer we're gonna be. Like episodes, I know we're getting close to 200 episodes, though. So we might have to go back and keep track of that. So I know we're getting close to that. So
I don't want to do the research now. I'm just.
I'll do it at some point here.
I don't want to count.
But yeah, again, go check out our YouTube page. Check out our most recent NHL Jeopardy video, and then check us out later on next week for another episode. That I'll be the host of this one. In this one, I don't think we're going to do an actual punishment. This one will just kind of be for bragging rights and brownie points, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, if you haven't already, go subscribe to us on YouTube. Go follow us on Twitter. Would say TikTok, but I really haven't been. I don't really use TikTok anymore at least for our account. Yeah, so yeah, go check us out on all of our other social medias. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.